Hi, my name is Gabe Bauer and welcome to Behind the Bar, where we bring you historical cocktails that are enjoyed every day. Today we're looking at the cocktail, the White Rose, which comes out of our Just Cocktails book once again. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of history that we could find on the origins of this particular cocktail outside of the fact that we know that it was made back in 1939. But let's get into this excellent looking drink. Our White Rose starts off with 1.5 ounces of dry gin. We'll use Bombay Sapphire. After all, this is excellent gin. So let's pour this on in. There we go. And then we will follow that up with a 1/4 ounce of orange juice. This took me a while to screw on, but that's all right. So I'll use Florida's Natural orange juice, no pulp, no complaints. So we don't want a ton of oranges here. In the original recipe, it called for about a 1/4 of an orange worth of juice, literally cutting up an orange and quartering it and then using the juice of that. Can't imagine how much juice that's gonna make. I don't have any oranges on me, so we'll substitute the orange juice in there. I put in about a 1/2 ounce there. We'll follow that up with about a 1/4 ounce of lime juice. So just throw that in there. That'll add some excellent tartness to our drink. And finally, we will throw in 3/4 of an ounce of maraschino liqueur. Once again, we're using Luxardo, classic recipe, very well known in pretty much all throughout the bartending world. These people know what they're doing when they're making cherry liqueurs. It is excellent, really worth it if you're going for a high class cherry liqueur. So put in 3/4 of an ounce here. Toss that on in. And then finally, we will throw in 1 egg white. And yes, egg whites were a big thing back in the day. Most people don't really see them as much because people are afraid of salmonella. But for the most part, it's fairly safe to consume. You just have to kind of take the risk, I suppose, when you're consuming raw eggs. Of course, as always, there's that risk in there. But if really, honestly, it really does pay off if you actually decide to put it in the drink. It adds a texture that is oh so silky smooth. So I pre-measured out the full egg white and put it in this glass here. So we'll just toss that on in. And then we will throw in some ice. And then we will top this on and we will begin shaking. You want to shake pretty viciously here so that you get that egg white to be very silky smooth. This will also chill the drink down immensely and be able to dilute some of those more potent flavors so that we have a more mellow finish. Now you can see that is foamy amazingness. Let's see how that's going to pour out here. So we're going to get our cocktail glass there and strain into it. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is gorgeous. Beautiful foaminess. The texture on this has got to be amazing. I cannot wait to try it. Now, that lives up to the name White Rose, don't you think? Because that is beautiful. I actually wouldn't mind having that on my lapel pin at any specific wedding event, but let's give it a try, the White Rose. Oh, wow, that is balanced. I think that's the biggest thing that comes through here. You get that sort of grassiness of the gin that's really good. Then you have the subtle sweetness from the maraschino liqueur, and you get the tart from the orange juice and the lime juice, but they're not overpowering. The tart comes through, but more as a balancing act. Nobody's really here like the big player, and it is texture-wise so silky smooth. That's where you're going to get whenever you add an egg white to your drinks. It completely transforms the texture of the drink. It really is a must-try if you've never done it before. But there you have it. the white rose. Cheers.